Hey guys, every Christmas I make gifts for my little group of friends, and I like to make all these gifts related in some way, shape, or form. This year, we're going to be doing a custom pin set, where every pin is going to be like a totem of that person. I do want to avoid doing anything work or school related just because it's Christmas time, let's try to avoid that kind of stuff. But in any case, the first thing we need to do is figure out what each person's pin is going to be. I should probably mention that even though we're still 2 weeks out from Christmas and I'm not even going to see my friends until January 6th, we have things that need to be ordered, so we have to work as quickly as possible. So we need to make a pin for everyone. That's Emmy, Keanu, Gabe, me, Jess, and what's Jess's boyfriend's name? Richard. So we need to do 6 different designs. In fact, we're going to do 7 because we're going to do another one that includes everyone. So that's going to be the whole pin set. Now the hard part is going to be figuring out what everyone's designs are actually going to be. So we'll have to work on that for a little while. Okay, so I've done a little bit of thinking, and I've decided that for Emmy, we're going to do a succulent. She names her plants, so why not? It'd be really funny. And I think she'd really appreciate it. Plus, succulents are really cool looking anyway. For Keanu, we're going to do something golf related. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be yet, but it is going to be something golf related. For Richard, this one's the easiest one of everyone. We're just doing a little thing of screwball. That's going to be fun. So Gabe's a little more challenging, but I do remember a while back hearing that his favorite game is Cave Story. So maybe we'll do something from the cover art or one of the characters, assuming that game has characters. I don't know anything about Cave Story. We're going to figure out how it goes. Jess, I know like literally nothing about, but I do know she likes fish. So we're going to do a fish of some variety. I'll do some digging on that one to make sure. Myself, I'm not really that important in the scheme of the gifts, so I could figure that out some other time. But for everyone, we're gonna do like Placid, so we'll do like a Placid design of some sort. I'll figure that one out as well. But in the meantime, we'll do some digging on Gabe and Jess to try to confirm that Cave Story is the game of his choosing, and try to figure out what kind of fish Jess likes. So I'll get back to you when we figure those things out. Okay, so a little bit earlier today, my suspicions were confirmed. We found out that Gabe's favorite game is indeed Cave Story, so that's one for me. I got that one correct. And we also found out that Jess's favorite fish is a thresher shark. So we're going to be running with those 2 things. Additionally, for me, we're going to be doing a little Illustrator tool panel. I use Illustrator a lot, and this is actually going to be what we're going to be using for the project. Before we can jump in Illustrator, we have to actually find some source material, some stuff to base the pins off of. So let's go ahead and jump in and look for some things. So we ended up pulling most of the source material already. Here are the thresher sharks for Jess. But we just need to find something for Keanu. So I have an idea where I want to do I don't know what it's called, so we're just going to Google golf club bag. And yeah. I don't know if we're not shopping, but whatever these are called, whatever the proper names are, we're just gonna look and go through and try to find something that we could do a pin of. Maybe we'll do clip art. All right, this one looks pretty good, but it is really low res. That actually shouldn't be a problem though, because we can work in Illustrator. We could at least do a lot of guessing. So we're gonna go ahead and save image. So now that we have everyone's, Keanu's was the last one we needed to do, we can go ahead and jump into Illustrator and work from there. Okay, so now we're in Illustrator. Let's go ahead and grab Keanu's golf club picture, and we'll just go ahead and drop it in here, and we'll see what we can do. We're going to blow this up so it's nice and big. All right, and now we're just going to go ahead and use the pen tool and trace over the golf clubs like so. And we'll just repeat this process for pretty much the entire picture here, and then we'll go in, color things up, maybe change little things here and there if I don't like the way it looks in the original picture. But we're just pretty much going to be doing this for the rest of it, and then we'll also continue actually a very similar process for everyone else's. And I have everyone's like pictures right here, so we can go ahead and get started with those. And I will see you guys at the end of it. Alright guys, so we're pretty much done with Keanu's, but we're going to go ahead and jump in again and show you what it is we actually did. So we get ahead and just started with the outline like this. And then we went ahead and filled everything in with the different colors. And that's pretty much it. We just decided on the colors. We drew out the outline. So it's not a terribly difficult thing to do, but the process can take a little bit of time, as I assume it will for Gabe's. That one's a little more complicated. But in any case, that is going to be it for Keanu's. So we're going to go ahead and move on and do everyone else's. All of them are actually going to be relatively similar in process. So what we're going to do is just kind of have like a time-lapse montage of their remaining artworks. Actually, we'll include Keanu's in there too. So we'll just have a little montage. And then I'll meet you guys at the other end of it, and we'll continue from there. So see you guys then. Okay guys, so just a couple of notes. We changed Jess's design from a shark to a camera because the shark was a little too difficult to do. She's into photography, so I've heard, so that's gonna work out anyway. And then the other thing is that we didn't get any recordings of doing Jess's design or like any time lapse or any video of it. So unfortunately that couldn't be in the montage, so sorry Jess. In any case though, we went ahead and ordered the pins, so now all we have to do is wait for the next week or so, and when the pins come in, we can move forward. The year is 2021, and there are only 3 things with any degree of certainty. It's going to be death, taxes, and of course, unboxing videos. Cool, we got a free sticker. So we have Emmy's pin, which is the succulent pin. So I should probably talk about how the pins are made. So opposed to being enamel, these are actually just a piece of acrylic, like you can see, and then it's printed onto the back with, I don't know how, but they printed it onto the back. So I have a couple of these already, and they last pretty well, and the acrylic doesn't yellow that much really, if at all. And there's a little piece of film to protect it, so if it looks like kind of scratched up, it's because there's a little tiny piece of plastic, a really thin piece of plastic that goes on top of all of these. So that's just the film, and you peel that off, and I'll wait to do that before I actually make any of these, or before I give them out. So there's Emmy's. Let's grab this one. Oh, darn it. Okay, so these are mine. Yeah, just to show that. There's a ton of white space on it, so not exactly what I was anticipating. Are any other of these? Oh, Richard isn't great either. It's just on a white rectangle. It was supposed to be transparent. Okay. Let's take a look at the rest of these, and then we'll go back into the invoice and see how much of an idiot I am. See if the proofs were actually like that or what they said. The camera one came out nice. This is Jess's. Right there. Gabe's looks really sick. And we have the golf one, which is Keanu's. So there's Keanu's. Pretty cool. They all look pretty good. Again, if they look a little smudgy, it's because there's just that little piece of plastic. Oh, and of course there's a Lake Placid one. This one's for everyone. Yeah, looks pretty good. I like the way it came out. In any case, though, let's take a look at what they said on the invoice. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually a clown. So in the not only in the proofs but also in the invoice for the orders, I approved of it without actually looking at it enough. So that's my fault. Jeez. There is a way we could sand it down in theory to you know, with varying grits of sandpaper to make sure it's nice and clean. But because of the white backing, it's like you might chip it off if you're sanding it, and I don't want to risk that. So we'll work on something else. Okay, so I went ahead and started making the pin backings, but I realized that on the Placid pin that you could see on the screen, I spelled Placid with 2 C's, and as you could, it's only 1 C. So I have to redo these pins too. Thankfully I caught it now before I redesigned and ordered mine and Richard's. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. But anyway, I'll show you what I did here. So I made this little design. Technically is my alias, so I just went with that. And Lake Placid, the Placid pin series. And this is gonna be a little piece of cardstock. And you know, we could change the color, but right now it's red. And I have like a bunch of cardstock, so I'll show you guys. But for instance, I have Keanu's, so I put that there. and it has his name. And if we did Emmys, that's what Emmys would look like, but we would probably change this to like a green or something, and that would match. Maybe I'll do black and white on the text as well, but we'll see. I think for my pin, I'll literally just do this logo, just because I can't think of anything else. The Illustrator toolbar just won't work. Like the sizes like don't make sense for what they offer, what the pin company offers. So we're just gonna have to run with that. That's okay. In any case, though, let's go ahead and get all these printed and start making these pin backings. So. Okay, so that is all of the pin backings done. So now all we have left for this step is we need to finish up the pin designs for myself, Richard, and fix up the Placid ones so we get those ordered. Myself and the Placid ones I already talked about. We can get those really done very easily. But for Richard, we need to think about what we're gonna do. And my idea is to do a watch. Now, Richard's super into watches, so I have to make sure I do this right. With some level of detail, because certain brands or whatever, I don't know anything about watches as much as he does, so I can't really talk about it at length. But I do want to make sure if I'm gonna do a watch, it's gonna be the right watch. So remember he talked about like some Seiko watches a while back. I don't know anything about them, so we're gonna do a bit of research and we'll do a bit of digging about what specific watches it is, and from there we'll make the pin. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. So I was working on Richard's design. I learned that he liked Seiko 5s, that's the watches. And I had spent like an hour and a half working on the things, and I was just in the flow, so I forgot to press save anywhere along the line of it, and Adobe crashed, which it like never does. So that's upsetting. On the bright side, though, I was making it way too like, I got into it a lot, so it was really over detailed for what we're going for the style, and it didn't match the style. So it crashing, it's like a blessing, because then I don't waste any more time working on that, because I would have had to redo it anyway, since it doesn't match the style. Yeah. We're just gonna redo it, and it'll be easier this time since it'll be a lot less detail. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. That's fine, dude. I just realized now that I didn't record making Richard's new design, which is that one right there. So, oh well, man. Richard, you got 3 designs and time lapses for 2 of them. So you'll just have to live with it. Oh no. In any case, we'll go ahead and move on and work on the next things. Alright, so while we wait for the pins to come in, we're gonna go ahead and take a trip over to Michael's and pick up stuff for the actual like packaging of the gifts, like the boxes, some tissue paper. Yeah, and I'm not like a weirdo, so I'm not gonna bring my phone and record inside of a store. That's just weird. So I'll meet you guys back in my room, and I'll show you guys what I get. Alright guys, so our trip to Michael's was relatively fruitful. We got these little boxes here, and they're actually pretty nice quality. It was actually between these, which were $3 a piece, and like some takeout style boxes, which are like $1.50 a piece. So don't ever say I'm cheap, because I got the nice stuff here. These are actually pretty good quality. The only thing that I noticed when I got back was I actually never tested the size and the fittings. So the tolerances of the box in the pin holder, there's roughly like a millimeter and a half between the top and bottom and the sides of this box. So those are the tolerances we're working with. That's fine. We'll make it work anyway. So the box is really nice. It's like cardboard, so hopefully maybe we'll decorate it in some way, shape, or form. We'll put their names on it, or we'll do like a nice name tag, or I was thinking we could do some more like paper cutout stuff and like decorate the top. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out as we go, see how if time allots. We also went to Target to pick up this tissue paper, because the tissue paper offered at Michael's didn't have the colors I was looking for, and this is only $1, so it works out anyway. But now we have all the packaging stuff. All we have to do is wait for the pins to come in, and we could work from there. There was never a point in my life where I thought I would do unboxing videos, but here we go. Unboxing number 2. Well, you're looking much better. Alright, so these are Richard's pins. So that looks pretty dope. The Placid pin series pin. And, of course, the Lake Placid pin spelled correctly. So, definitely good. So, I think next, now that we have all the pins and they look pretty good, we can probably start attaching them to the backings and start packing things together. So the pins and their backings came out a lot better than I thought they would, and I'm super happy with the way they came out. If you guys couldn't already tell, the little black dot that was in the center of all these was used to make sure that all the pins are nice and uniformly put onto the center of each backing. Also, the name tags look really good. So they feel and look just as good as the pin backings do, so I'm definitely pleased with that. With those done, though, we can finally move on to the last step of our project, which is just going to be the packaging of all the pins. This is going to be the last lo-fi montage that you guys have to watch, so I'll see you guys at the end of it. Alright guys, so here we are at the very end. It's been like a week since we last talked, or since I had last talked. I had a couple printing issues, and I never managed to overcome those, so whatever, we ended up settling with what I had at home with my printer. But in any case, though, we're definitely happy with the way these came out. They look super nice, and they're all packaged really nicely as well. For me, half of getting a gift for Christmas is opening it. So I wanted to make sure that experience was equally as nice as, or the experience was equally as nice as the gift themselves. So, we put a lot of hard work and a lot, maybe more effort than we needed to put into this. In fact, we've like doubled my work with the amount of, or not doubled it, but we definitely tacked on a lot of extra work with making the packaging as nice as it is. But yeah, definitely pleased with the way it came out. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, I'm super grateful at that. I'm super happy that you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, or at least I hope that was the case. It is actually the new year now. It's January 1st, or January 2nd now, actually. So with all that done out the way, that's the end. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more stuff like this, I have a couple projects lined up in the future that will be released or will be worked on eventually. Who knows? But that's the end of it, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you guys next time.